Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze.
Uh, what's a guy got to do to earn that stare?
No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into one of your neck's vertebrae.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Who are you?
You're an undead. Tell the true, Bane. You're an ancient undead looking for his long-lost people.
I see. It does so satisfy to have a purpose in life.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her, the needle still all too deeply embedded in bone. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice a flaw in her diamond, a curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
How'd you get that scar?
Let me tell you a little story.
Okay.
Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
I am not that lizard.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
Okay. Instead of killing you, you could join me.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you?
You're planning an escape, and you're in need of people with talent like hers.
Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible.
A reminder that you saved her from certain death back on a ship, just saying.
Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
She's awfully casual about death, a trait not quite shared by the undead.
As casual as only the living can be. So, you're an undead then? How very interesting. One can't but wonder what memories haunt the hollows of your windswept head. This may strike you as, rather eccentric, but the thought of traveling with one such as yourself quite enthuses me.
She tilts her head ever so slightly and looks at you almost mockingly. You can't help but contemplate with both dread and delight the absolute darkness at the heart of her cat's eyes.
Yes, this will be jolly good fun. Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours.
Arcane arts. What you know about magic?
Of course. I can play the strings of magic like a harpist her instrument. Is there any specific tune that takes your preference?
Okay, so Necromancers deal physical damage, which is not what we're looking for, but we really don't have very many options for her that's not already covered in the choices that were offered. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make her an enchanter. No. Instead, let's make her a wizard. And then we're going to branch into something different later.
Suits me fine. Lead on, or then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with
So my plan for Sabine is, once we can, we're going to change out her specs completely. Right now, we'll set her as a torturer. We need to get her more spells. My plan with her is to go into Scoundrel for a couple reasons. One, that will give her access to adrenaline. I'm going to go ahead and eat these with her.
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself with a jolt.
Alright, so that was the piece of person that we found on the ship at the very beginning. Let's continue eating some stuff. We're going to eat this head.
You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it. How can this be?
First aid. Atusa's leg.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas! He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
Okay, so we learned about Verdus. Let's eat his arm that we found next to the guy on the beach that was crazy and eating people.
You hated your work for the Order. You wanted to be a stonemason, marry the baker. You still dream about it every night.
Okay, nothing really important there. What do you have, Seville? Do you have our master? I think we need to go talk to the elf over here first.
I've got that special shipment he was asking after.
Can I not like talk to him? There he is.
Leave him be. Don't. Listen, I can help you if you just... Shut up, elf.
This elf seems badly injured. Ask why he's being held.
This clown caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist.
Ask what he has stolen.
Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
If you find the supplies, you'll let him go free?
All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Okay.
Keep it down,
An
won't you?
elf, caked in mud and blood, looks up at you from the bottom of the cage. He holds his shoulder at a strange angle. Despite his condition, he appears eager for your attention.
You believe what he says? That I am a thief?
Tell him you met his friend Sahila. He didn't seem to think you were any kind of thief.
He perks up and wipes his face with his good hand.
Sahela, you speak to her? She is all right then. Good.
She's fine. She asked me to help secure your release.
She sees my trouble, of course. She already knows. And she knows I help you out of here in exchange.
What do you know?
It is all prepared. It is ready. I am too weak to go. But I must care for Sahela. You release me, and I show you the way out.
Okay, you'll do what you can.
I am grateful. Your freedom for mine. A good deal.
Who took the supplies?
I see no one. In fact, I only hear the sound of Griff clearing his throat. You know how he does? Like so. For some time, I think Griff takes his own supplies. But I see the anger in him that he does not find it. He truly does not find what he seeks.
Why does he want the supplies?
Griff is a powerful man. Power is mysterious, in case you haven't noticed.
What were you doing in the kitchen?
I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. A bit of bread, a potato or two. Nothing Griff should be loath to give. I need to escape, and I have people to consider. You understand?
Alright, bye.
You.
Okay.
Worse than war rations, these. Hands out your pockets now. Bastard.
These crate of supplies, I saw them earlier, so those are obviously what the boss is talking about.
Where are the contents?
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Alright, but don't kill him. I need him for
Have a
looks and
chance
shit.
with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
No, go have a chat.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
I can see that.
Demon elf. How dare you strike down a dreamer?
Right.
Sutton,
Bark at her.
something on your mind?
Why'd you kill him?
It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him extensively.
That's checked out.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me?
If someone had scarred me, my reaction might be the same.
There it is. I was wondering when your spying would
What's
make
up,
an
cat?
appearance.
You want to talk about it?
Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still.
Okay, let's move on.
You know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. And Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff.
Alright, let's go kill Griff.
2 birds, 1 stone. How about...
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. I like it. Death! Ignition, searing daggers. I think she already has both of those. She does. She also has adrenaline, which she can't use, so get that out of there. Can't use Huntsman either. Alright, so we got a couple books we can sell. Ooh, we can take this stuff now. Alright, let's pick the rest of this stuff up and then we'll go find somebody to harass.
This again?
Kitty. Sorry, I have a 19-year-old cat that's begging for attention, but I give him none. No. He's hungry. You ate to eat with the rest of us. Exactly.
It's too tight.
Go open this crate. Ooh. A crafting book. New recipe. Frying hand is a one-handed mace. And confirm.
Grab it in your gobblers, the both of you!
Grab this fishbone.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold. Looky here,
Oh.
mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house.
Okay.
Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Lay down the sparkler. What's that?
Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be. His gaze travels up your torso to meet your eyes.
Now, where'd you get a thing like that, mate?
Doesn't matter where you got it. Rules are rules, and the sparkler always wins.
Ralvo counts out the entirety of the table's pot without breaking eye contact.
Go.
Got anything to trade? Nope. Alright. Alright, so have a bit of fun.
I don't think I ain't watching.
Hi guys. Make a fire incarnate. Make a fire totem. Yeah, fireball. I can hit all 3 of them with it here. A lot of damage. Run over here next to this guy so he can't like shoot past him. Yeah, attack of opportunity, that's what we wanted. Ooh. Kind of just burned to death, didn't he? We'll use a combustion. I hear you, cat. There's a giant dog right next to this cat. It's adorable. Rupert, come up here. There you go. What was I doing? 2 people dead already? Alright, you're next. Buttercup. Bottle top, whatever your name is. We're gonna use there's flesh sacrifice ability here, and we're gonna attack her with some wand. Ooh, she's at 2 HP. Oh, she's at 15 HP. Yeah, catch. Oh, he died. Okay. Spellcasters. Let's try to save all the junk from burning. Whatever's left. Some pants. Some stained pants. Axe, which we're not going to use. Sparkler is back where it belongs, in my pocket. You have pants. You do not have pants. Ew. Some pants on you, girl. Yeah. You need pants. Apparently had some extra pants there. Give him the axe. Make sure we read that and sell it. Tattered note. Okay. Sell that. Okay. Well, we wiped the floor with those guys. Let's keep moving. Come down here and see about these crocodiles. Build a team up while we're at it. Save. Again, if I lose my entire party, the game is over. So, let's see how we do. Am I sneaking or something? Why is it taking forever to get down here? Okay, I guess it's just a long way. Shells. Alright. Save. So, what we gotta do here? Oh, they just got into combat. Oof. Okay. We're gonna throw that and cast a guy. Putting him into combat and run up. Well, I don't want to be standing on this oil pool for when I use combustion. So let's go ahead and set ye old crock on fire. What's this guy gonna do? Okay, single target. That's not bad. Let's haste. Who's next? Beast. Let's throw more fire. No. We are going to shields up, get that magic armor back, so that way he doesn't take a whole bunch of damage. We're gonna move. I want to spread my guys out because I don't want them to keep getting pelted by these rocks. You gonna throw it here? Yeah. Okay, my summon did not die from that. That's a good thing. So we hasted Beast. I think if I just run straight at him, it's gonna slow me down. So we're gonna move to here first. Yeah, slow. So what that did was it took additional AP, which I did not want it to do. So I'm gonna move up to have a free move. And now, the next person that's gonna go on their team is this croc here. So in response, I'm going to zap it so that it cannot do anything too terrible. This guy, I cannot hit both of these in one shot, so I'm just gonna blast the guy back here, making sure the fire is on the side towards us, so he has to run through it, causing additional damage. And then I'm just gonna move down. I don't want to get close enough to these guys to hit me. And then we're going to rain fire from above with a totem. And I cannot see my pet, so we're going to move up into range. Okay. That gives my pet additional magic armor, so they will have to come up and chomp on him. Since I have so much wits, my initiative is really high, so I can go again. At the beginning of this turn, put up an additional totem, and then I can armor up, getting that magic armor back, so I'm a little bit tanky. This guy's gonna walk over here and eat my pet. That's unfortunate. Sibyl's way in the back here, so we're gonna move her up. Actually, we're not. We're just going to attack. And again. Okay. 200 IQ. I can hit both of these, so let's do that. Turn him into chunks. I do like my crocodile chunky, so we're gonna throw some more fireballs at this guy. He's now on fire. Teleporting crocodiles. Ooh. Beast just took it to the face. We're gonna be reckless. We are going to walk into them. We are going to blind them both. I just skipped my turn like an idiot. Don't hit the spacebar, people. Bad. Spacebar bad. Walk up here, heal beast, takes away fire, lets them regenerate. We're going to continue putting totems on the high ground for a damage bonus. They got reach. And yeah. We're going to move over here. And combustion. We're also going to stab ourselves, take a little bit of damage, and attack this guy. Woo! Rough, rough. Sorry. Be right back. Beast just died. Be right back. Alright, thanks for holding tight. I had to feed the animals, and when you have as many as we do, it's a bit of a task. Wife just got home, so I had to say hey to her, and I had to get dinner started. Lots to do. Alright, so let's finish this fight, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. Beast just got annihilated, so we could resurrect him, but I think we're just going to leave him dead for right now. Go ahead and throw a buff on her. We will use ignition to hit this guy. And then we will attack him with a wand attack. Continue to throw out totems to really work this guy down. And then we will, with a wand attack. This guy should be nearly dead. Oof. Big ol' hit. Oh, he killed Sybil. 2 down. Well, he doesn't know that crazy. 1 HP. Alright. We were able to take down the crocodile horde. We will cast this on Seville. Bring her back to life. We will cast another resurrection onto Beast. Bring him back to life. Those scrolls are not cheap. Unfortunately, you're gonna have people die. On this particular mode, if everyone dies, game over. You can still use resurrection scrolls to bring your people back if they die, so don't panic if you're playing this difficulty and then people just poof. You can bring them back. Alright, so now we're going to put these gloves, they have teleportation skill on them. We're going to put them on Beast. Going to give him a little bit more magical defense because he's sorely lacking defense right now. Being that he's going to be one of the frontline fighters, we're going to want him to have as much defense as possible. He will not be using a shield, so you need to keep that in mind. Going to be using that two-handed weapon. A bunch of people parts. We will eat those with the bill later. And some shells.
Boring.
Boring indeed. Unless we talked about the gameplay. Go after this skeleton here. See what he has. Nothing. Go after that shell if I can reach it. I can. We've looted all the crocs, and there's really nothing else here. We did find a journal. Close that out. So yeah, how exciting. Looks like we got everything here. And yeah, that's a pretty good start to the honor run. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start winding it down. If you do want to continue to follow this playthrough, go ahead and hit that follow button on the top of the page. I will be looking at chopping this video up into smaller segments and then putting it on YouTube later. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. If you have any questions or concerns, drop them in chat while we go ahead and wind down. Go ahead and eat these with Seville while we do that.
You are ever sodden, ever sandy. The smell of guts and sea waste cling to you like a ghost. You sought freedom, the life of a seaman, but you didn't find it.
I think there's a glitch here. That was from the inventory. That is not a reward. Yeah, that was a glitch.
Looking around Fort Joy, you feel
Greasy
excited.
keys.
A new environment to explore, new people to meet, new challenges to overcome. Who knows what could happen here?
The cool thing about eating some of these people parts,
Early memories are overshadowed by a terrifying death, a tempest of teeth, scales, and snarls. You never imagined it would end like this.
the good thing about eating people parts is you get access to things you wouldn't normally get access to, like secrets and things like that. So yeah. Pretty exciting start to the run so far. I'm going to go ahead and save it here, and we'll go ahead and